Hello, my name is Colin Hoffman, and this is my oral report for my recommendation project on strategic writing and communication. Now, my particular project was on making a recommendation to the Colorado State University Center for Science Communication in current best practices for science communication. Um, in education. Now, science communication is the industry of communicating cooperation between professionals and experts within a given industry and lay people outside that industry. So this can look like Magic School Bus, Bill Nye the Science Guy, Big Bang Theory, anything where people are able to communicate something that is outside our realm of expertise in a digestible manner that we are able to walk away with more information than when we started. So the two possible perspectives I had been able to identify in interviews in science communication would be between informal education and formal education. Formal education is anything institutional, such as K through 12 school, higher education, colleges and universities. Informal education is nearly anything outside of that. We learn from family, we learn from friends, we learn from our professions, we learn from media. Now, the first attitude I was able to identify was that of making formal education and research and studies more appealing, more accessible to the public. The second attitude I was able to identify in interviews with industry professionals was that we formally train science communicators and then send them into informal education spaces, such as science advisors for medical television shows or sci fi media, and making podcasts, interviews, debates, anything over social media, very particularly, is a uh, current best medium for science communication. Now, the first perspective in making formal education more appealing, one of the benefits of this is that education, um, according to some industry professionals on consulting in communication management to education, education is like any other group, and organizational communication themes still apply. So you don't have to change anything, whether speaking to a class or speaking to a live stream. Now, some of the obstacles for formal education is that currently we are at a global spike in distrust in institutions. This includes governments, this includes healthcare, this includes educational institutions. So I had included this little visual of um, distrust in the media that I was able to pick up. Perspective B was training communicators to permeate social spaces that are not behind the walls of academia. So people are more likely to trust something we can look in the eye, that has a name, that we trust. We trust our own anecdotal experiences. We trust our favorite crazy cousin Earl with whatever conspiracy theory he has. We trust our favorite podcasters. So one of the obstacles with this particular perspective is that out in public spaces outside academia, we will run into oppositional voices. Science denialism is no longer a fringe movement. We all know of flat Earth beliefs. We all know of vaccine hesitancy. We all know of climate change denialism. We all know of biological gender ideas and things like this that are against what is currently accepted within the confines of formal education in sciences. So, my recommendation at the conclusion of this report and this study was to actually go wide and go both. So, we have a comprehensive and a composite approach in recommending particular courses with CSU to be able to teach social media creation and curation for people that want to do more informal science communication, such as written journal articles, infographics, vertical short form video, or horizontal long form video to be able to post. I would also recommend a research ethics course for the application of ethical guidelines, such as the Nuremberg Code, the Declaration of Helsinki, the Belmont Report. And this is something sometimes people do. It's not required within scientific research. I definitely would within science communication to have a history of ways that science has acted misguidedly and apply the same ethical codes to current reality TV shows that claim they are an experiment, to apply them to fictitious shows that have ethical conundrums and discussions with that. So, my recommendation was that there's enough people in the world. Some people want to be influencers, some people want to be podcasters, some people want to be formal research scientists and share and iterate within the community. This does not spread our resources too thin, but rather it widens the net to be able to get more students and more scientific professionals being able to communicate between the experts up in the ivory towers of academia and the lay people, all the rest of us that do not specialize within those particular things.